Thanks for spending time with me, my friend. We're gonna hang out today and talk about this. I've been really looking at pedals. I've got a pedal board going on. Not the biggest fan of electronics. I'm debating whether I want individual stamp boxes or if I would rather do something that's more along the lines of having a, how would you say, an effects processor that's combined. There's only certain tones that I want out of certain pedals. Today I'm just gonna goof around. I've always loved bands like Kansas, Boston, that utilize the concept of the harmonizer. Generally bands that I listen to have two guitar players and they harmonize like these hippie jam bands. So today we're gonna talk story and see what our favorite artists are that use the harmonizer. And if you also have a harmonizer, tell me how you use it, what settings you put it on. I think that'd be super cool to start maybe like a dialogue amongst people who are gearheads and please help me. Anywho, today unboxing, it's not brand new, but it is used, and for me that's brand new. I got it from Big Island Guitars right here, the place that I rent from. It was marked down. I mean, this is brand, oh, you know what? This is brand new. Never mind. Has that brand new smell too. So yeah, this is generally like a little bit of MAP pricing, a little markup. That's fine. I'm very grateful for them for this one. I got it pretty much to add to my pedal bank, regardless of how I use it. There's going to be some capacity in here, and I've watched enough videos to know that I have a lot of learning to do. So today what we're going to do is take it out of this brand new package. I'm going to close that up so we can keep that new box smell. Is anybody else weird out and smells like that? Whatever. Boss. So yeah, I would love to throw this in my chain. Let's see, I'm live, so let me cut my power so it doesn't crick crack, it'll crick crack, it'll crew. And I'm gonna replace on the board, I'm gonna replace probably the chorus. Just get it on down here. Now, I don't know if this one has a battery in it, probably does not. Let's check it out. For those of you who are new with pedals, this is kind of how it works. I'm not the aficionado on this by any means. But if you unscrew this just a little bit more, it goes. And there is a battery in here, very interesting. On this model has screws. Generally, there's a push pin spring where you push one end in and then you can pull it off. That might be just for the older models of Boss. I thought they did that with everything. The best way to do it is turn it on upside down, gravity will do the rest. Don't pull out this wire too much. What I do is I don't pull it any further than the back of the bass because they only give you so much and they twist it. So, and when I say they, I don't mean the GOP and the wicked cabal of fascists. I mean the good people at the factory that make these. But it does work well because if you do not twist that and you have a long line in there, it has a tendency to get caught in the spring. So it is a design. Ooh, that's fresh. And yes, I did put it on my tongue. That's how it works. From a different generation, that's how you test a 9-volt battery. Let's see here. Put it back in here. Make sure it's secure. Give a little twisteroo on that battery line. Push it back in. Close this lid. Put it back down. If you were hanging out in your comments, hey, it's some guy. Hey, he gave me this guitar. Tell you what, has anybody watched C-Lab? They took some old Hanna-Barbera, I think it's Hanna-Barbera. Anywho, old cartoons under, I think it was called C-Lab 2000 or something like that. And we watched that. I watched the Feast of Elvis every year. All right, so I don't know what any of this stuff is. I have watched the video, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave everything at middle at noon, direct in. So this is a dry and then a wet, I think, the balance thing maybe. I definitely know how to turn it in. I know that this is probably output B, so this is for an expression pedal. I do have one. I should probably grab that. And then this is where I'm going to put my mono input. I'm going to also want my expression to come in here through the input. Here's my expression pedal out. I'm going to toy with that in a little minute, but it looks like it is there. So let's get rid of this bass chorus. Oh no, I need a larger quarter because I'm a doo-doo-doo. And as you can see, I just don't have the board set up that well. Not great at this. So what I'm looking to do is to meet people here on the island that play the music that want to let me kind of like not waste their time because it'll be fun jamming, of course, but I definitely don't know how to play in like a professional electric guitar band set. Is this one longer? Just by a little. How funny. Hey, what's up, Kendrick? How are you doing? It might be a stereo out? Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, what I like to do is just learn. So I'm going to kind of go hang out with a bunch of different people, play some music. Also, I can rearrange this. It doesn't have to be there. I can move this. Wah, wah. All right, never mind. Back to plan A. Do, 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 do. Da, 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 da. But yeah, I've looked at a lot of things. I despise all of this, like absolutely despise this. And I know it's like funny. You're like, well, then why do you play music? Well, it's a dual-edged sword. It's double. And right now, I'm making the switch to electric. We have power, folks. That's great. Have fun. All right. So for purpose of just seeing the pedal, I think I'm gonna pull this out here and just have these move over there, so I can feel this pedal. And then I've got an extra power. Oh man. See, and here's the way I feel. We live in the future, so I have a feeling it's like, why isn't this like all wireless? And I was talking to my buddy, and he was saying, you know, they tried those metal ones, which are just your 1/4 inches out and then a metal shaft. They stick together, but unless your board is an extremely tight board, hey Ben, how are you? Unless your board is an extremely tight board, like back to back, it cuts out this much, but if it moves any which way, they shift and they screw up. So I really wish there was a way to like have a company that does a contact where there's nothing on the side, all the inputs are done up here, or I have to say it, I don't know why there's anything on the sides at all. You put all of these on the board, so why wouldn't somebody make all of the outputs and everything you're going to need to do underneath, so you can simply just put this next to each other. When they touch each other, they would then make a connection. I think the technology is here, and then all the fixings would go underneath, onto which you have to do all the things underneath anyways. I would love, you know what's funny? I have no clue what any of the new materials that are out on the market, because this isn't really my forte. My forte is just blah, 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 triads. So, long story short is, oh, we're live, folks. So, maybe I should just shut up and learn, and I think that's always a great approach. Now, just because I know it can, I think I'm going to try to find a expression pedal. Let's see. What can I use as an expression pedal? I think I might have another sustain pedal, like a foot pedal. Boom, 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 boom. Ha! Thrilling, isn't it? Oh, da, da. Hey. I hope this works. Just a standard 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch. And the light is always on. So I probably don't know how to use this. Let's see what happens. Maybe when it's in, it's on all the time. All of the time. All of the time. Let's take it out and just see what the pedal does on its own. Well, although I've got the OCD, so I need to pick up all of this. Put all my toys away before I can play with anything. Hey, is anybody else that way when you were a child? Or if you is a child right now? Did or do you play with your toys and take out what you want to play with, but then put back everything else you were playing with and then play with the toy you're looking at? I was a weird kid, I guess. All right, here we go. Very interesting. I wonder if you depress it when you put it in, if it keeps it on the low end and then the high end. Getting some weirdness, huh? I don't hear a harmony, but it is an octave. So it's a P8. Control knob doesn't do anything. I'm going to put that one on just the key of C because that's the key of life for me right now. Good God. Hey, how you doing? You bought the worst edition? Oh yeah, Dan Electro is not known for their pedals. There's only one or two that are actually kind of great. You could get a knockoff reverb, the old ones that are made before the 70s. They're actually quite fun. Quite nice. Let's see here. But you already know that, don't you? Alright, that doesn't do anything either. That's in there. So let's shift. Oh. Alright, so these are the harmony voices. And this is just a shifter. So how does that work in context? How does that work in context? I wish Tony Danza was here to tell me what to do. So it just goes down a major second. Okay. Holy monkey ball helicopter Christ. That's a great one. Can anybody hear that low end? Dear monkey balls. Hold on, I have to, sorry. Although it's always on if it's on. If I've got the expression pedal in, it's always on. Welcome, my friend. Use a modified metal zone. Oh, groovy. Like for the distortion sound, is that what you're talking about? Metal zone. I'll have to look it up. Also, if anybody's not keen to it, in the comment section on this channel, I've been trying to post different pedals that you might or might not have. If you have pedals that you like, please post it on there or do your own. I'll watch your channel as well. I'd love to start talking pedals. It's overloading the signal strength. Oh man, I can see you having a lot of fun with that. So what is that? That is, that's just on the second setting. I've only got on the second. Voice 3. Whoa, that's a super low. Wow, I could play up high and get bass notes. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Good look at the gig. CS3. CS3. Is that a Boss? I'm gonna have to look that up as well. Awesome. Stuff to look up. Love that Waka Waka thing. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna have so much fun with that. So I have to figure out a better saturation. This Keeley compression pedal I have no longer does the job. I think I need a compression pedal. Best bang for the bag. A Tornado of Souls, please. Jumper, I gotta say, man, I got a lot of stuff going on. When I get to that, I'm gonna email you personally. You give me an email, bookingwagohanahou@gmail.com. Or I should use this email. My business email. Wago@bigislandtinyfootprint.com. But that doesn't seem as much fun. It's good seeing you, Jumper. I love this part. It is rad, isn't it? I love that. Holy paw. Oh my god, it goes higher. Right. I'm gonna nerd out on that later. That's the 5th one or the 6th one? Oh, they don't have numbers? Jeez. What a bummer in design. Holy monkey balls. Alright, that's just too much for me. Oh, I love that. Let's give that a whirl. How about, hey Marie, how are you? All right, so this is wee woo fun all the way at the end. How cool. Oh, that was fun too. Synths over. There's all sorts of interesting function that can be made out of this. I love it, actually. Let's see here. Let's put it on another. So I guess. What is this? It just turns it on. Oh, this is the Boston stuff, isn't it? are great. No. Who decides what key I'm in, though? Can't play chords. Single note harmonizer. That could be fun for hours. Oh yeah! What up, Earthman? Hey, I was just thinking about you this morning. How you doing? Scrolling through. Welcome and goodbye. Hello, goodbye to everyone. I hope you're having a good day. I'm just dinking around. Well, you've seen the pedal now. Now look at me. Now look at the pedal some more. Now look at me. Now Smithers. Now Burns again. Now me. Ooh. Does anybody get that reference? All right. I'm tickled that this thing is it's so much fun. Dear God. If you haven't already hit that like and subscribe, please do. That would mean a lot to me. There's something called the algorithm, and when AI takes over the world, I hope that they look kindly on us and not on those fascist he-whos. I like to cuss when I'm at home with my wife, like a dirty pirate, but here, I don't cuss on the channel. You'll hear me say he-who. How funny. I hear that already. Anybody hear it? To everything. Yeah, I could have so much fun moving around different patterns. I'm definitely putting this into my pedal board. Oh, yes. What is that lick? What is that lick? Huh. Maybe I don't remember it. What is that? Yes? Oh, how funny. My video is paused. Hey, y'all. What would it be? Wrong harmonies, though. That's hard. Nazis rule your town. Checking out a new pedal. Having fun. It's called the Harmonist. It's a Boss pedal. It allows you to put harmonies and put in different patch patterns. I've never heard it before. So now I'm just trying to get accustomed to it. Anybody watch Emily Hopkins? She plays harp. I almost said cello. She plays harp. She has a bunch of different pedals. She's, I don't know, self-proclaimed, but she definitely is the pedal lady. Like collecting cats, she collects pedals, and they are great pedals. She'll have like 100 pedals of one type, kind of. So on these, I wonder which one of these work. This must be for a very specific thing. Yeah, it allows you to play one note and do chord and do progressions. I would probably use it for a weird interlude between something. If I were to give a spelling to that, I'm just playing like a A. It's a triad. It's a second inversion. So this puts it into modal voicings, 3-part harmonies, I think. I even like that. I would put that throughout a whole song. I would be like, and maybe one of these other weird ones. I could jam on this for hours. Wago! Hey, how are you doing, Miss Hou? And I hope you hit that like and subscribe. Tell me what your favorite Boston song is. I'll try to work on it. Now that I've got this really weird fun pedal, I'm going to explore the rest of it. I'll put maybe like 10 hours into it. Pick 4 or 5 tones, write a song or two that has it in there, and then put it in my pedal board. If you have a pedal that goes in your pedal board that you really enjoy, talk about it. Other than that, thanks for being here. Aloha. And thank you for all the people who support the channel, all the members and subscribers. Aloha to ya. I got a harmonist pedal. I can play all those crazy fun songs from the 60s and 70s and 80s.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it's a cutie. It's that blue one down there at the end.